1933 1-cent coin worth a fortune or pocket change, the penny that survived the Great Depression, is your 1933 cent worth $50,000,1. Intro and hook, energetic, slightly mysterious tone. Take a look at this. It's small. It's copper. It's just 1 cent. But the year it was minted, 1933, that year makes the hair stand up on the back of any serious coin collector's neck. 1933, the absolute depth of the Great Depression. A time of economic collapse so severe that the U.S. Mint had to radically rethink what it was doing. This little copper piece of history survived that chaos, and in the numismatic world, coins from this year carry the weight of legend. Now, let me be clear right up front: when most people hear 1933 coin, they think of the infamous $18.9 million 1933 double eagle gold piece. But what about the humble penny? Does your 1933 Lincoln cent have a multi-million-dollar secret? Or is it just another wee penny? Today, we dig into the surprising truth of the 1933 1-cent coin. Stick around, because the value is all in the details. Point 2. Historical context. The Great Depression Mint. To understand this coin, you have to understand the time. 1933 was the year of President Franklin D. Roosevelt's inauguration and the bank holiday. The country was in crisis. Money wasn't being spent, it was being hoarded. Normally, the U.S. Mint churned out hundreds of millions of pennies annually. But in 1933, there was so little commerce, so little demand for new coins, that the production dropped dramatically. The Philadelphia Mint struck just over 14 million cents. That might sound like a lot, but for a 1-cent coin, it was a shockingly low mintage for the era. The Denver Mint struck even fewer, just over 6 million. This low production volume is the first reason the 1933 cent is so popular with collectors. This is, of course, the Lincoln Wheat cent, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the front, the profile of Abraham Lincoln; on the back, the iconic 2 ears of wheat, symbolizing prosperity. A powerful symbol, especially in a year where prosperity was anything but certain. Point 3. The rare mint mark and grading. Okay, so you've found a 1933 penny. How do you check if it's special? The first thing to check is the mint mark. No mint mark, that means it was minted in Philadelphia. The P mintages are more common, but still highly sought after in great condition. The D mark, that little d under the date, signifies the Denver Mint. With only 6.2 million minted, the 1933 D is the scarcer and generally more valuable of the two. But here's the most crucial factor that separates a few dollars from a few $100: condition, or what we call grade. An average circulated 1933 penny? Maybe $1 or $2. But an uncirculated one, graded MS65 red or higher, meaning it retains almost all of its original bright copper luster, that is where the value spikes. A top-grade 1933 P has sold for over $50,000 at auction, and a top-grade 1933 D is also a multi-$1,000 coin, so, if you find one, get out the magnifying glass. Look for a sharp strike and as much red as possible. A brown, beat-up coin is fun history, a shimmering red one is a serious investment. Point 4. The 1933 double eagle trap. Now, back to that earlier point, the reason the year 1933 is such a lightning rod for coin discussion. It has nothing to do with the penny, and everything to do with a coin that was never supposed to exist. The 1933 double eagle, the $20 gold coin. 445,000 were minted. But in 1933, President Roosevelt issued Executive Order 6102, famously recalling all gold coins from circulation to help stabilize the collapsing economy. The result? Almost all of those 445,000 gold pieces were melted down. A small, illicit handful escaped the melting pot. These coins were never officially released, making them illegal to own, except for one. The famous Weitzman specimen, which was legalized after a court battle. That coin sold for an astonishing $18.9 million in 2021. It's the most valuable American coin ever sold. This incredible story is what gives all other 1933 coins their notoriety. including our humble 1-cent piece. The low mintage of the penny is a side effect of the same economic forces that created the ultimate gold rarity. 5. Fake and error scare. Because the 1933 date is so famous, it's also a target for counterfeiters and a magnet for misinformation online. Fake mint marks. People will sometimes try to engrave a D onto a common 1933 Philadelphia cent to pass it off as the scarcer Denver issue. Always look for smooth, well-defined lettering consistent with the U.S. Mint style. The error myth. Unlike some other wheat cents, the 1933 is not famous for any massive, well-known error like a double die verse. While minor errors exist, the value is driven by low mintage and high grade, not a specific major die flaw. Don't let viral videos showing a supposed $1 million 1933 error coin trick you. For any coin from this year that looks pristine, my advice is always the same: get it professionally authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. That little plastic slab is your insurance policy. 6. Conclusion and call to action. So, to recap, is your 1933 1-cent coin an $18.9 million rarity? No. That honor belongs to its forbidden gold sibling. But is it an ordinary coin? Absolutely not. 1933 P&D mintage was exceptionally low due to the Great Depression. The 1933 D is scarcer than the Philadelphia issue. Condition is king. Top tier, uncirculated red RD examples are highly valuable collector pieces, fetching into the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. The 1933 date carries the incredible legacy of the Gold Recall Act. The 1933 penny is more than just copper and zinc. It is a tangible piece of the most desperate time in modern American history. It reminds us that every cent, even one that was once barely worth minting, can tell an incredible story, survive a crisis, and, in the right condition, become a treasure. So, check those old coin jars. Look for the date 1933, then flip it over and look for that tiny D mint mark, and if you find a coin that shines bright and looks like it was just struck yesterday, you might have a hidden piece of Depression-era fortune. Did you find a rare wheat penny in your change? Let me know the year and the grade in the comments below. Like this video if you learned something new about the history of American currency, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of valuable coins.